Hey, YouTube. It's your boy Luke. Or Kiseki Gamer. You're forgetting. This is YouTube I'm talking to, not one of my buddies. Kind of wish for you guys to become part of my buddies. But anyway, we are going to go and do one more thing before we head off. And that is, we must talk to the kitty. I feel like I've seen this cat around a lot lately. Did it come to see us off? But there's something very don't get ahead of yourself about that expression. What is it, Rain? This is hardly the time to be playing with cats. Let's get ready and head to the station. Right. It's the kitty. And now, we'll go to the station. Station. Oh, Reen. You're ready to depart too, I see. Yeah, we're about to leave. Don't you still need to purchase your tickets? Oh yeah, you're right. Looks like we'll be traveling together as far as Heimdall this time. Very well. Let's stop dallying and buy them already. Nah. Let's talk to some people. Just leave Group B to me. I know it was kind of pain in the ass before. I caused everyone a lot of trouble. So I want to make up for it by keeping everything moving along smoothly this time. Just so long as you don't forget to fulfill your duties as our class vice president. Now see here, who went and made you the boss? You there, Marcus. I trust you to take care of things. He also received packed lunches from Sharon. The time has come to witness the skill of your household maid. Right. Well, at least with Sharon, you can expect quality. Oh yeah, this is the first time we've been in the same group, hasn't it, Fee? This should be fun. I guess. I don't know if you can say the same about everyone, though. Things don't seem to be too bright for the other group. Good luck, Fee. Ha. Seems like this much is going to be a struggle, too. We'll get by it, somehow. Just focus on yourselves. Don't worry about us. Will do. Thanks, Elliot. Good morning, Class 7. I hear Group A is heading all the way out to Nord Highlands this month. You heard right. We'll need to change trains twice. First in Heimdall, then Ruhr, right? Correct. From Ruhr, you'll need to transfer to a freight line. The last leg of your journey. Regrettably, we can't handle that part of your trip here. Actually, it seems arrangements have already been made for that segment. You only need to buy tickets as far as Ruhr. That won't be a problem then. You want them now? Certainly, okay. That's 5 passengers bound for Ruhr. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Put it on turbo mode. Turbo mode. Passenger service bound for Heimdall. Now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to aboard, please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. I'd say we timed that pretty well. Hee, impeccable timing. True. Seems that there's a two-woman cold front blowing your way. Well, don't worry about us. See what we can do to thaw them out. Yeah, just don't expect them to be beating each other flower crowns when we get back, okay? Alright, we'll leave them to you then. Good luck. Wow, these sandwiches really hit the spot. Ham, lettuce, and cheese. I'm guessing it hit a pickle in there too. The ingredients are simple enough. The way they came together is something special. Even the butter tastes different from what I'm used to. And this tea is equally perfect. The zest of the lemon complements the taste perfect. You have quite the maid looking after you. Well, Mother hired her, not me. She's a talented maid, though, I won't deny that. She handles the typical housework and greeting guests, as you'd expect, but she also manages Mother's schedules. Wow. Managing the company chairman's schedule doesn't really sound like part of the typical maid's job description. She really isn't that talented, though. This is why I can't work out why my mother sent her to look after me. Those two are up to something, I just know it. Regardless, there are definitely perks to having her around. I think you should accept your mother's kindness. I agree. She must have started working before sunrise to prepare all this for us. I know. Anyway, look at those two. So we're headed for Bryonia Island this time. All I know is that it hosts some sort of ancient ruins. Not sure what to expect. Come to think of it, this will be the first time I've had a chance to see the ocean. What about you two? Now that you mention it, I've never seen it either. I have. Oh, really? During the landing operation in the core. Oh, speaking of ruins, the ground must have fairly well ruins, doesn't it, Laura? Oh yeah, the Saint's Castle or something like that. Must be referring to Lohengrin Castle. It's a magnificent stronghold that faces out into the lake. You can see it from the town itself. It's quite beautiful on the days when the mist clears. Oh wow. Sounds like a sight worth seeing. Seems like he'll be in trouble if a skilled sniper sets himself up there. It's not like they're getting along very well. I feared as much. I doubt if he is doing it on purpose. Laura seemed uncharacteristically offended by it too. Yeah, she's usually so composed, but something about V seems to get under her skin. Are we going to get time to play cards? I guess on the way from Heimdall to Ruhr. Never ceases to amaze me just how big Heimdall's station is. I heard it said that it's not nearly the largest station in Airbunny, but on the entire continent. I'm unaware of another station that can match the 10 tracks found right here. I first transferred lines here on the way to Trista. The amount of people I saw really threw me for a loop. It's not surprising, as there aren't as many folks around this early in the morning. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Hang on. Can't give up already. How hopeless. Well, don't worry about it too much. The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. Suppose you're right. I'll try and keep things from getting too dangerous at least. Anyway, this is where we split up. We're traveling toward Ortis, heading west, right? Indeed. Meanwhile, Roubaix will travel northeast to Ruhr first. I'm so jealous you get to visit Gaius' homeland. Better tell us all about it when you get back. Will do. Take care, everyone. You and Laura, you both take care too. Well, see y'all next week. Quite. Mm-hmm.
Is something on your mind, Elise? Has some rugged, handsome young man caught your eye? Like your brother, perhaps?
Please, Your Highness. I just thought I saw someone I recognized. But it couldn't possibly have been him. I can't imagine what would bring him to the capital this early in the morning.
Someone you recognized? I wonder. But I knew you wouldn't deny it. That your brother is handsome, I mean.
Please. I knew that I shouldn't have told you about him.
Oh, come now, I'm only teasing. There's no need to sulk. I'll give you a little something from Mariage Cross to make up for it.
But that's an adult lingerie brand. Please excuse us, Captain Claire.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't sullied your ears with our scandalous conversation.
Not at all, Your Highness. I came to inform you that the special train to the Imperial Villa will be arriving shortly. I look forward to accompanying you today.
It'll be a pleasure to have you with us.
Certainly.
Claire's wearing pants. Oh yeah. All right. Let me tell you more about the Nord Highlands. Nord Highlands are a mountainous region to the northeast of Erebonia. To get there, we'll need to cross the Isengard Range. It's a mountain range in the north of Ruhr. Glassing will need to pass through quite a few tunnels to get to the other side. Pretty much. I went through several when I was originally traveling to Tristan. Anyway, when you reach the other side, you'll be in the Nord Highlands, surrounded on every side by mountains. Other than the Imperial Army spaces, the only place you'll find people is on nomadic settlements like the one I'm from. If anything, we have more sheep than people. Oh, really? Starting to feel like we're traveling to a country locked in time or something. Sounds like a scene right out of a picture book. In addition to the scenery, the Nord Highlands are also well known for their breeding and raising of horses. Most of the war horses used by the Imperial Army are descended from Highland stock. That's true. Horses are essential to the livelihoods of the folks in my village. Raising horses to be used by the Erebonians is one of my people's primary sources of income. Come to think of it, I seem to remember hearing that a horse we have at home was raised in Norton. That also true of the horses in the Riding Club uses? Correct. All of them originally came from North. Even the golden stallion on the Empire's emblem is said to depict a war horse raised in the Highlands. Or the story goes at least. Nord has deep historical ties to the Empire. We know today that it's where Emperor Dracul first started building his army. That's right, the Imperial Army still maintains a base on the southern edge of the Highlands. Center Gate. As far north as the train can take us. Drive there sometime around 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, but it's just past 8 a.m. now. Should reach Ruhr Station by midday. After that, we have another 4 or so hours on the freight train to Nord. Looks like we're in for the long haul. Still, we won't get chances like this often. Let's try and make the most of it. Hey, maid.
If we have to. Draw a card. Go ahead then. Take this. Take this. Now you've done it. How about this? My victory was assured from the start.
What? I've gotten the chance. I should have gotten the chance to mirror.
Shall we begin? Go ahead and draw.
You should go first then. Seems we need to draw again. You should go first then. Well done. Well done. Huh. Well played. It seems the winds were on my side.
Okay. Not much longer now. This is still your first time back home since you started Thor's, right? Really feel a little awkward going back after you ran away from home? A little, yeah. At least we're only changing trains there, so I don't have to leave the station. I haven't been to Ruhr since I switched lines there on the way to Tristan. Alright, I almost forgot. If you came from Ymir, you had to gone through Ruhr. I visited Ymir once when I was a kid, but I haven't been there since. I remember it being a really nice place, though. The scenery was so beautiful. Oh, I didn't know you'd actually been. Yeah, it really is beautiful. Place at nice doesn't really fit a guy like me. Are you still sulking over that twit said during our last practical exam? Say the House of High Arms and that fool of a third son even though. I don't think he meant most of those awful things he said. Yeah, it seemed like his anger just got the better of him. I'll bet he regretted it later. And regardless of what he thinks, we all think you're a swell guy. As a classmate, and as a friend. So don't be so hard on yourself. Hi. Thanks, guys. It means a lot to hear you say that. So hopeless sometimes, Rain. It's easy to forget, but traveling through the Nord Highlands will actually be leaving the country. It feels strange heading out beyond our borders. A little emotional. Yeah, we got a long journey ahead of us. It only wonder what kind of things we'll have us doing when we get there. I can't even begin to imagine. Each month seems to throw something new at us. I am a little worried about how Fia is holding me. Yeah, it's definitely something going on between her and Laura. I'm not sure there's anything we can do about that. Sure, Elliot and Marcus will keep an eye on those two for us. Got our own battles to face. I'd like us all to come back for this trip in one piece. You're right, of course. The horses of the Nord Highlands are known for being some of the finest in them. Their solid builds, high endurance, and steadfast loyalty to their masters. They truly are the ideal steed. The Highlands are far from the only place that raises horses. The horses from Nord are a class all their own. It's like you couldn't find a better horse if you search across the Empire. And now I can see why Arthur's such an impressive specimen. Oh, Arthur's the horse we have back at home. My dad would often ride him at hunting with our old dog, Bado. Back when I was a kid, he'd lift me up on his neck and let me ride around. I see. The excellent opportunity to learn more about how the Empire's finest forces are raised, right? It seems like he's really into this. Well, here's a sight for sore eyes. Haven't soaked in scenery like this since I first came to Tristan. I hope everyone on settlement is doing well. Seems happy to be heading home. I've always been curious. How'd you end up coming to Thor's anyways? Well, about a year ago, I met a general in the Imperial Army in North. One thing led to another, and he ended up giving me a recommendation to attend the academy. He was strangely adamant that my skill with the spear would come in handy during my time at Thor. Yes, he was right. You can see why the Imperial General might take interest in this spearmanship. Cavalry's lance and spear training has its origins, not just in the tales of the Eisenritter, but in the traditions within the Highlands. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's just recently that I've been learning how far back the connection between Nord and Erebona goes. Indeed. Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers of the patronage. A special impressa is bound for Ruhr. Next up is Ruhr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Here we are. This is my first visit to the Empire's industrial metropolis. Actually, it's my first time too. I passed through when I first came to the academy. Even then, I can see why people associated with industry. It's like the whole city's one big mass of iron. Yeah, it really does have that vibe. Those cone-shaped towers out in the distance. Oh, those are the orbital generators for the industrial plants. There are tons of large factories in the city, so we needed those to create all the orbital energy needed to power them. Wow, really? If I weren't seeing it for myself, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine a city like this. Well, we finally made it as far as Ruhr. We need to transfer to a freight line to reach the North Islands from here, right? Right. There will be a freight train leaving from Platform 4 that we need to board. Platform 4 is up the staircase into the left, I think. Alright, let's not waste any time. Now, what was that conference again? Begins at 3 o'clock. Would you like to check in at the hotel first? Right, I'm heading off. Okay, don't forget to ride. Or to maintain proper hygiene. Make sure you eat a balanced diet. I know, I can look after myself, sis. He's always so excitable. I do wish he'd have a volume control on. Wow, look at all those trains! This is the coolest! Come to think of it, it's already past noon. Perhaps we should purchase some lunches for the rest of our day. Sounds like a plan. We still have another 4 hours to go. We're going to need to eat something to train out. Seems highly unlikely a freight train would be equipped with vending machines. Other such comforts, yeah. You need to go through the ticket gate then. There's a shop in the main part of the station that sells prepacked lunch.
There won't be any need for that.
No way.
Sharon? How did you get here before us? The power of my love for you allows me to do the impossible, my lady. And as you'll see, I've prepared packed lunches for all of you that far surpass this morning's offering. I do hope you'll enjoy them.
Thanks.
We really appreciate you going to all the trouble to make these for us.
True. That said, I'm really curious how you got here before us.
It seems that the Rhineford family's maid enjoys a little amusement at the expense of her employer. I imagine you transferred to an airship in the capital?
Oh.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You can cut the time from Heimdall to Ruhr in half if you travel by airship.
You got me. I took advantage of the opportunity to borrow the airship's kitchen so I could make your lunches as they're quite fresh. So take a moment to savor the taste.
Well, thank you.
We really do appreciate all you're doing for us.
Honestly, I knew you had to be up to something. You're not planning on coming all the way to the Nord Highlands with us now, are you? I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend. I may not be able to return to Trista for other business.
Sharon will be assisting me with my work.
Mother?
Hello, Elisa. Ah, you all must be members of Class 7. I'm Elisa's mother, Irina, also the chairman of the Rhineford Group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. I'm Reen Schwarzer.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein.
Gaius Warsman. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alborea. A pleasure.
I'm glad you're all managing to get along with my obstinate daughter. I wish I could stay a while, but unfortunately I've work that can't wait. Come along, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman. What? Seriously? You show up like this and that's all you have to It's always work with you, isn't it? You probably didn't even notice I left home until I was already gone. Now it's just, hello, Elisa, and my lady.
I did get the impression her relationship with her mother wasn't all...
Seems there's a lot of friction between them.
You can live your life however you see fit. I have no intention of forcing the Rhineford Group on you. Even if you decide to follow a certain someone's path and cast aside all sense of responsibility, it's your choice to make. Besides, I still manage to keep myself informed of the general goings-on in your academic life in the monthly reports I receive from the Academy.
What? I knew Sharon would relay back information, but reports from the Academy?
Oh, you must not have known. In addition to my other responsibility, I also sit on the Academy's board of directors.
Oh my, that means...
Just like Rufus.
It does appear that way. I'd certainly deem the chairman of the Rhineford Group a canny choice as a member of the board.
The Rhineford Group is heavily involved in the development of the Orbital staff, as well as your Arcus. I must say, I'm quite pleased with the reports I've received on your use. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this month's field study as well. Do give me some...
Please excuse us, my lady. Take care during the rest of your journey. Elisa.
You all right?
Damn it! Thought I finally had her out of my hair, but it looks like she is one step ahead of me this whole time. I think you and your mother aren't on good terms then. Yeah, I think that was abundantly clear. Things have been rocky between us for a long time now. Once I left home, that was the first step that led me to enrolling in the academy. How was I supposed to know I'd gone and signed up for a school of sheets this is on the board of directors of? How could I have been so stupid? And I conducted more thorough investigation before I made my choice. I don't know what to say. You have our sympathies, I suppose. Is your mother being on the board of directors really such a problem? Well, it's complicated. Usually she seems like she's only interested in her work. But then she suddenly starts meddling in my life. She says to do just what I want, but it always turns out that wherever I go, she's there ahead of me, just like today. I should have known something was up. The bank account my grandfather gave me to cover my academy expenses hasn't taken a dip since my first day at school. So your mother's been paying your bills. It does seem like a strong possibility, especially considering her presence on the board of directors. Can't see what you're grousing about. Most people would be grateful to have a parent display that much interest. What? At least your mother spared the time to come and greet us. At least she showed the slightest trace of interest in you and your classmates. Ow. Useless. Forget it. Well, we have entered a tunnel. First of many now that we've gone through the mountains. Let's see. Anyway, how are we dig into these lunches Sharon made for us? Sounds good to me. Seems like she went out of her way to prepare them. Alright. So subpar because she had to make do with the airship's kitchen. Won't let her hear the end of it. Ah. Well then, let's dig in. Wow, so you're going to the Highlands for an Academy field study? Sounds like budding students do some pretty interesting things as part of your training these days. I suppose you could say that. Well, it seems quite different from most of the military academies in that regard, though. Well, feels pretty neat to see you all dressed up in your uniforms. They look pretty sharp on you. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Even at the academy, Giles always stands out because of his height. Yeah, he towers over even second years. Are all the people in your settlement of similar height? I'd say my dad is the only one who really has height on me. The younger brother's fairly short, though. Wouldn't doubt he has another growth spurt coming his way. I seem to remember you mentioning you have quite a few siblings. A younger brother and 2 younger sisters, to be exact. A little on the shy side, but I hope you'll get along with them. Can do. Still, if you look through the window, it really feels like we're getting close to the Highlands now. Indeed. And seeing you guys rushing up on some adventure kind of makes me jealous. Anyway, we're about halfway through the Isengard range now. We should read Zender Gate in 2 hours or so. Take this time to relax. Thank you. We appreciate the info. You meet him on your spring when you were on your way to Tristan? Yeah, made the same trip back then too. He had plenty of time to kill, so he taught me a lot about area boning and kill. Sounds like a pretty nice guy. I'll bet he would serve as a pretty useful primer. He did. A lot of people I'm thankful for helping me come this far. Most of all, I'm thankful to the winds and to the goddess. The winds and the goddess? Ah, classic guys. Yeah, that looks like. Better be coming out of the last tunnel later. I see. Lisa, Eustace, we're almost there. Oh. So this is... I can only make it out on the distance, but that looks like that's it. That's the Nord Highlands. I'll admit it appears even more breathtaking than I was expecting. I'll be even happier to hear you say that once you've seen it up close. Zender Gate. Ah, you've arrived. Pleasure to see you again, Lieutenant General. Likewise, it's been months since I last saw you. Seems almost surreal to see you standing there with a military academy uniform. Though this is the first time I've seen the Thor's ensemble in red. This is the color they use for my class, Class 7. Looks like he's pretty high up in the Imperial Army. Yeah, I'm betting he's the Lieutenant General in charge of the Zender Gate. Seems quite close to me. You're a general with an eye patch? That seems familiar. These must be your classmates. Indeed. These are almost half my classmates. I'm Raymond Schwarzer. Pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm Lisa Ranford, sir. I'm Emma Middlestein, sir. Eustace Alberea. It's an honor. Haha. Seems like your classmates are an interesting bunch, as I've heard. I'm Zex Vander, commanding officer of the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. Pleased to finally meet you. Zex, you're one of the guardians of the Arnor family. Oh, it seems some of you already know of me. Regarding the Arnor family? Ah, now I remember. Commanders are a celebrated military family responsible for protecting the Imperial family. One-eyed Zex Vander is said to be one of the Imperial Army's finest generals. They say the Vander and the Arsene schools of swordsmanship are the 2 most renowned styles in Erebor. It's truly an honor to meet you, sir. Aha, I'm just a military man, hardly deserving of that level of praise. I'd love to hear about all of you and your excursions on the Highlands, but unfortunately, we don't have the time. We should set out as soon as possible if you want to reach the settlement by nightfall. I agree. Be able to take care of all the arrangements? I did. Rest assured. What arrangements? We need to head out now if we want to reach Gaius' home by sundown, right? Right, which is why I asked the Lieutenant General to arrange some transportation. Alright. Just follow me and I'll show you the way. Wow. Simply breathtaking. I had no idea land so beautiful lay at the far end of the railway. Honestly, I suppose words are woefully insufficient for in the face of such tremendous. Bad gaze. Horses, are you saying? You have to travel to the settlement on horseback? Islands are way too vast to cover by any reasonable length of time on foot. You'll be fine. You're a member of a riding club, and Rena and Lisa both have riding experience, right? Yeah, I think I can manage. Then back at home, so I should be okay as long as we aren't making any trick jumps or anything. Well, I'm afraid I've never ridden a horse before. No problem. You can just say it's to ride on the back of someone else's horse. This would probably be the best choice considering the balance of weight. I can do that. Is that alright with you? Yes, although I do feel a little nervous. Let's mount up at once then. Okay, steady now. Steady. Fine. This is a fine horse. You doing okay back there, Emma? Yes, I'm fine, I think. Make sure to hold on tight when we start moving. This will be a fun trip. Well, they're all top quality horses, raised here in the Highlands. With a good clip, you should be able to reach the settlement in under an hour. Oh, and before I forget, your guys won't have much need of this. The rest of you should take a map of the Highlands. Map? Wow. Such a high level of detail. It's as though the armor's surveying expertise is being put to good use. Indeed. I hope it will prove useful during your field study. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, then. That's about it for me. You should be heading out. May the blessing of the winds and the gods be with you. Give my regards to the Elder and the Lacan. We will. Thank you for seeing us, also. If you'll excuse us.
This is worlds apart from the bustle of the city.
It really is. I feel like I'm one with the wind.
Indeed, but if you didn't go too fast, that would be great.
I'm sure it will feel natural in time. No doubt the riding club would be fuming with envy if they could see us now.
I'll bet.
Anyway, my home settlement is due northeast here. Hopefully we'll be able to reach it before sundown.
Right.
Let's move.
So, which way do we go? Lanes are so vast that it's surprisingly easy to use this. True, maybe it'll help if I show you a couple major landmarks. Over there, that way is the Zenda Gate. That's where we set out from. The landmark over there is Triangular Rock, sort of the centerpiece of this part of the Highlands. It's so massive. By the way we see it from, better off of the landmark it'll be. Oh, what's that building over to the left of it? Oh, that's a watchtower built by the Imperial Army in the southeastern part of the Highlands. Heard they built it to keep on the Calvarn Republic out to the east. That's the Imperial Army watchtower. I suppose it should come as no surprise that the army would want a watchtower. True, the Highlands were both Calvarn and Erebonia, much like Crossman. Yep, and finally, you look towards the mountains. My home is out in that direction. Ah, gotcha. Take a look at another look at the map. Okay, I think I have a better idea where everything is now. Seems like we have to keep this map handy until we're more familiar with Highlands, though. Come to think of it. What are those stone pillars over there? Oh, now that you point that out, I'm surprised I didn't notice them before. They seem man-made, or at the very least, not the sort of construct nature would leave lying around. There are quite a few similar objects, structures scattered across the Highlands. Most folk think they're what remains of the Neolithic civilization that existed here over 1,000 years ago. Oh, that's pretty far back. I suppose, in a way, not dissimilar from the Animist ruins in Erebonia. Perhaps not. I'm not surprised you're curious about them. We should save that discussion for later. Right now, we need to reach the settlement before sunset. Right. Okay, let's ride. Don't think we get the chest until...
The sun's almost down.
We're almost at the settlement. Let's keep up the pace, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ow. This is Gaius' home, huh? Even though I've never been here before, it feels nostalgic somehow. Indeed. The scenery makes me a little wistful for my own home. You can say that again. Well, we don't actually stay in this area all year round. Sometime between the summer and fall, we move to another location farther to the north. I guess that's what they call... Why you live in these strange tent buildings? Yes, they're made with thick cloth. Designed so we can put them up and take them down pretty easily. Anyway, let me show you to my home. We can go and meet the elder after. Oh. You're so cute. You finally came back! Welcome home. We missed you. Yeah, the last Good to see you're looking well too, Toma. Good you made it back safe. It's good to see you, bro. Thanks. Aw, they really seem to love him. Watching them makes me wish I had a little brother or sister of my own. It does. Oh, hey. Those people you wrote about in your letters? Are indeed. The illustrious, industrious class. It's nice to meet you. I'm Gaius' brother, Toma. My sisters, she didn't know you. It's nice to meet you. Are you bros friends? Sure are. It's good to meet you two. I'm Reed. Lisa, it's lovely to meet you. You're all so cute. I'm Emma. This is Alberea. I'm honored. Wow, they always seem so air-bony. I'm glad to see you've been blessed with such wonderful friends. Mom. Welcome home, guys. It's a pleasure to finally meet you all. I am Gaz's mother, Fatima. Your mother? She looks so young. Flattery will get you everywhere. I'm Gaz's father, Lacan Warzo. I'm glad to finally meet my son's friends and schoolmates. The pleasure is all ours. Likewise. I've prepared a place for all of you to stay while you're our guests. There's so much to discuss, of course. You should drop off your belongings there, too. It'll soon be sundown. Come down to my home and share in our evening meals. This is delicious. You get it to taste so good. We season the pheasant meat with herbs and rock salt, then wrap and cook it. It's made to the taste of us Highlanders, so I wasn't sure if you ever brought any of this. I can say I'll be wanting seconds soon. These grilled skewers are really good too. They got this deep, rich flavor. Oh, those are kebabs. Just stick some lamb meat in a skewer and grill it. Food here is exquisite. I've never tasted this thing. I just feel sorry that the rest of our class isn't here to enjoy it. I'm glad you think so. Here I was, worrying the taste might not agree with you. Everyone loves Mommy's cooking. Without you, you're all tired from your long journey. Nord cuisine is effective at easing fatigue. It's important when you travel as much as we do. See why? I already feel a little bit more relaxed. I should get these recipes so I can teach them to share. Try some of this tea too. I made it from the local herbs. It's supposed to be good for digestion. Good for digestion! Oh, thank you. I think I will. That's a very gentle taste. Land of Nord is nothing if not a free country. I've no doubt your time here will make for a very unique experience, though not without inconveniences here and there. Still, these highlands have plenty of history with your own home. Are you referring to the story of Emperor Dracos? You've been learning in class how, during the War of the Lions, he first started gathering his army here in Nord. That's right. Tales of Emperor Dracos' exploits are passed down here in Nord too. After the war ended, he became Emperor of Erebony and swore eternal friendship with the people of Nord. The friendship has held strong to this day, and I pray it will continue far into the future. I see. Well, people of Nord are not counted as true Erebonians. They're still regarded as our close neighbors and friends and allies. That's about how it shakes out. Recently, the Calvard Republic had been creeping into the southeastern highlands. They've been trying to cultivate good relations with other people here. The Republic's forays into the highlands have certainly created some tension. Empire and Republic are old foes, after all. Thankfully, we've managed to avoid any armed conflicts in the last few years. Though politically and economically, relations between the two are only growing worse. It seems likely that simmering conflict is what led to that incident in Crossbow last month. No doubt an outgrowth of the ongoing conflict between pro-Calvarian and pro-Erebonian forces in the government. So it seems. Be that as may, to both countries, Nord is a remote region of relatively little importance. While there is military presence in the Highlands, it's not something you should have to worry about during this time. Let's try to focus on your field study while you're here. Do what we can. You must be the one who chose our task for this one's field study, right? Indeed, I did. Well, the hour is already late. I'll give you your tasks in the morning. As for the area you'll cover in your study, I think it would be wise to focus on the southwestern plains tomorrow morning. The southwest. We crossed that area on our trek here today, I believe. Yeah, the highlands are a vast, wide open space. They extend well past the northern end of the settlement, too. Let's just start with the southwestern plains. Sounds good to me. So everything we got on the agenda for tomorrow will be on the southwest. Exactly. Try to be back in the settlement around noon, guys. I'll give you your remaining tasks after our midday meal. Got it done. Anyway, here I'm talking your ear off, and I should be letting you get some rest after your long day. We rise before the sun here, so sleep well. Morning will come sooner than you think. Please be prepared for your house beds ready. Can't you show them the way, guys? Sure thing. I want to show them the way, too. Me too. Come on, I'm sure Bro can handle it on his own. Haha. Thank you so much for the meal. Good night, everyone. Sorry, I know you girls probably would have preferred separate rooms, but this is what we got. Oh, don't worry about it. Me and Isis are both gentlemen, after all. You have nothing to worry about. But of course. Thanks, guys. Are you staying over at your family's place, huh? My sisters both insisted. I couldn't turn them down. Would it be alright if I come in and wake you guys up at sunrise? Yeah, that sounds fine. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep the moment my head hits the pillow. By all means, get your beauty sleep. Alright, pleasant dreams, everyone. Night, guys. It's quite the fortunate man. Not the same thing while we were eating dinner. He's got those adorable siblings. Two parents who really care about him. You can see why Gaius gets his calm and level-headed personality. Part of a caring family, growing up side by side with nature like this. Like he couldn't have turned it out any other way. Truly not. Anyway, it sounds like we got an agonizing early wake-up call in our way. We should get some sleep. No prediction from me. I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep on my feet at this rate. Well, let's get dressed for bed and turn off the lights.
Where am I? Oh, right. Nord Highlands. I feel surprisingly energetic. I wonder if Master Ka-Fai trained out in the wilderness like this.
You're up early, Reen.
Morning, guys. Whoa, hold on. Why are you dressed like that?
Oh, I was just helping put the sheep out to pasture. They should almost be done fixing the morning meal now.
Okay. I guess we should wake up the others then. Eustace, Elisa, Emma.
Rise and shine, everyone. It's a... where am I?
Are those sheep? Glasses. Glasses.
You guys. I suppose none of you are used to waking up quite this early.
This is delicious. I concur. It's a kind of milk porridge. Now I guess we make it with sheep's milk and salt-cured meat. She and Lily make it fresh for you themselves. Yeah, I helped. Wow, young and you're already better cooks than me. Really need to get this recipe from you too. Oh, okay, well, first thing you do is... Our friends all seemed like such nice people. Seem the winds have blessed you with the guides. I think so too. Okay, let me give you this. Let's see, will we have him gather some medicinal herbs? And oh, there's a crest from the Zender Gate. Looks like you've chosen tasks that will help us become familiar with the Highlands. That's the idea. Put a lot of thought into choosing tasks that will give you a nice sweeping overview of life here. As I said yesterday, you should be able to complete all these requests in the southwestern reaches of the Highlands. Understood. Thanks again. Alright, we got work to do. So I need to finish all these tasks and then return here by noon? Yep, we'll be having lunch back here in the settlement. Also, I wouldn't recommend leaving the settlement without a horse. Islands are vast. I hate if any of you got lost or collapsed out there because you headed out on foot. That's true. You best pay heed to where we're going. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be upon you. Take care of everyone. Okay. Good luck with your tasks. I'll be sure to make something extra delicious for our midday meal. So I'll hope you look forward to it. I can genuinely say that I will. We'll have to work up a big appetite while we're out. All the Highlands may be vast. There's a lot for you to see here. I hope you learn much. May the blessing of the winds of the goddess be with you. Be sure to guide them well, guys. Of course. Fatima. There's plenty of interesting places here. Kilty store. And there's sheep pasture. Alright, there's a visitor staying over at the Elder Iron's here, too. Why don't you go meet him? Go into the well. I don't like it. I was gonna feed Agon. Sorry about that. I'll let you do it later this afternoon then. Aren't you planning on playing with Kotan though? Oh yeah, gotta go get Kotan. This is where the settlement's food supply store. That's where we were, legend. Doctors. Trading post. There it is. Our settlement store. We recently started selling airborne weapons and tools from Zender Gate to open. Like we'll be using this place a lot while we're here. We have a wealth of traditional accessories and ornaments from you. Indeed, they're all rather lovely. I might come back by myself later. I'm sure I'll be able to find a nice souvenir here. Who exactly are you sending that souvenir to? My sister. I thought it'd be a good way to get her on my good side. We rarely get to see each other anymore since she started attending Stay in Stride. Oh. Right, I forgot also you had a little sister. Somewhat jealous that she has such a thoughtful brother. Oh, hello there, guys. I have to admit, I was still rather surprised to see how many people got to know while you've been gone. I'm glad I get to meet them all. I'm happy that everyone thinks that way. It's nice to feel welcome, isn't it? Agreed. By the way, you're Kilty, right? I think you put on a crest for us. That's me. As you can see, we got a respectable range of stock here. We even trade with people outside It's the delivery I want you to make isn't really doing that. Do you have the time to do it right now? Yeah, we're ready. You're really helping me out here. Thanks. From what I recall, I want us to deliver something to the Imperial Army's watchtower, correct? What exactly will you be delivering? Well, first there's this fresh cheese made from our sheepfold. And there's some cured and smoked sheep meat. Furthermore, so essentially you want us to deliver food for them. All of which was made here, too. Yes, that's right. We've been on friendly terms with the Imperial Army for a while, you see. Sharing our produce with them is our way of saying thank you. Considering how delicious food here is, I'm almost jealous. Ha, I'm happy to hear that. Well, Oscar, who should we deliver this to then? Soldier named Zatz. Should be staying at the entrance to the watchtower, so hand it over to him. Let's tell him I sent here and things should go smoothly. Here you go. Alright, we'll make sure they get it. We'll head over there as soon as we can. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be happy to get all this food too. Alright. I've returned. Welcome back, guys. Allow me to welcome you to school. Welcome back indeed. I see you've all got plenty of rest last night. Wasn't all that hard after the warm welcome we received. We may not be here long, but we hope to learn much from the people of Nord. Oh, we're pleased to have you all here. It's an old tradition to treat our visitors like family, so please make yourselves at home here. Oh yes, you'll also have a facility for orbital maintenance here. Please feel free to use it as much as you need. Oh my, is that machine? Is it that machine over there, perhaps? That's quite the surprise. Someone coming out here specifically to set this up. We'll see you soon enough, I guess. You're welcome to come by should you need anything else. I'll be praying to the winds and Hades that you have a pleasant and comfortable sleep. Thank you for your concern. We'll have to make the most of our field study after such a warm welcome. I like the resolution I see in your eyes. You've come across some good friends, guys. Couldn't possibly agree more. People of Nord live here in harmony with the wind. I fear may be a bit inconvenient for you all. I'm confident you'll learn much from the experience. If you're left Lacan in charge of your field state, please feel free to come to us should you need anything. Answer any questions you have regarding this land. We, the people of Nord, believe that the power of the ancient spirits remains in this land. Spirits form the wind which guides our people. Megalos found throughout this land are relics of the ancient spirits. Oh, of course, the legends make no mention of when exactly this is. Quite an interesting story. Okay. All of our tests right now are mainly in the southern region. We can take the time to explore that. See, Daddy's medicine is the best. I helped him pick out the herbs too. He said I did a good job. Hey there, guys. I see your friends in the academy are here too. Good to meet you all. Amber. The Cinnamons doctor of sorts. Sounds like a tough job. More so if he happens to be the only one here able to feel. Yeah, good point there. He just makes all sorts of medicine for essentially everyone here in the settlement. We're all heavily indebted to him. Come now, you do far more for me than I do for you. That's all. Don't hesitate to stop by again, lawyer. I'll provide you with anything you're looking for. Thanks, that should be a big help. We'll be relying on you should the need arise then. Well, that should be enough for introductions. It's alright with you. Can we move on to the topic of my request now? Of course. Allow me to explain that. I'm in the middle of whipping up some medicine for the horses here. I think you can collect a medicinal herb any from that. Yes? Oh no, nothing like that. It's more of a vaccine to prevent a certain disease the horses here can catch. It's an endemic disease, then. Yeah. Chances of the disease spreading are always at their highest during the summer, too, because of the intense heat. It's dangerous enough to be fatal if we leave it alone. It's awful. You can prevent it with a proper treatment, however, correct? Yes, which is why I need you to collect some pomegranate for me. Look for some plants with yellow flowers at the southern region of the highlands. Shouldn't have too much of an issue finding it with guys around, at least. In terms of how many I need, I think 5 should do it. Okay, got it. Should make haste then. I'll head out now, Amber. Amber. Thanks, and good luck. Okay. Well, now that I have visited everybody. Ow. Oh, the other. I already talked to those two. Hey there. You kill all the guys' friends? Managed to get a good night's sleep? You certainly did. Haven't slept that well in a while. Oh, good to hear. Where do you feel out of place here? Yes. Got that ornament lights and truck. Other than that, we're basically like people here. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have bothered you. Anyway, you can feel free to make yourself. Thanks, we'll take you up on that offer. I look forward to making the most.
Look at all the sheep here. Watching them makes me feel so content.
You can talk to the sheep. Alright. Well, now that I've figured out where that is.
You have an orbital truck here?
Looks like an old model Rhineford truck.
Yep. It was donated to the settlement a few years ago.
There are plenty of horses. Or, I mean, chests around here. Time to get all of them.
I figured there'd be monsters around. Be careful, everyone.
Got it.
Win.
My turn.
It's my turn. Yeah, here.
All right. You're on. My turn.
I can do this. Okay. Let's keep going.
My turn.
I can do this. Yeah, yeah.
It's my turn.
There. Here we go.
I can do this. Okay.
All right.
I can do this. Fire!
Go. That's the power of the 8 leaders.
It's my turn. Fire!
Here we go.
It's my turn.
Leave it to me.
There.
It's my turn. Right.
Go.
It's my turn. Together, we're unbeatable.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Well, shall we begin?
My turn.
Oh.
Retreat.
I can do this.
All right. There.
Okay.
House.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
Here we go.
Right. Fire!
Too slow.
Leave it to me. It's my turn.
I can do this. It's my turn. Yeah.
It's my turn.
It's my turn. Fire! Is everyone okay?
Zaku.
Let's go.
Oh, could this be? Yeah, this is the opponent glass. Oh, it's lovely. I assume we can just pull the entire thing out? Yes, we just have to be careful not to damage it. Here, allow me. Oh, and that's one down. Only 4 remain. Get back to searching then.
Let's go. This monster seems dangerous. Be careful. Fire! Be careful handle this one right. This is my seat.
Here we go. Now's a chance. They must be.
Winds
because
must
that
be
was
on
a
our
breeze.
side.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see. Where else? There's another chest. Looks like we'll be spending the rest of the time here.
Enemies, go.
It's my turn. Fire. Okay. Here.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
It's my turn. That takes care of them. Fire.
Okay, pretty cool.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now's a chance. Let's. Here we go.
A boofa.
Okay. Here.
It's my turn.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
They must be.
Winds must.
Let's go. Isn't this the way to?
This path leads to the stone circle you saw yesterday.
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
Oh, there seems to be a treasure chest here.
Fire. Let's go.
Wow, they look even bigger up close. This is the stone circle we saw yesterday on the way to the settlement yesterday. I'm surprised by its size. Well, like I said yesterday, these were supposedly placed here over 1,000 years ago. So these used to be some kind of ceremonial site, but we don't know much more than that. I can help but wonder how they could possibly build something without the use of modern technology. I think that's a sense of mystery that really enchants people.
Let's go.
Now we gotta go the long way around. Oops. Oh yeah. You know what I was talking about? Buffaloes. The buffaloes. Oh.
Is this the way to the watchtower?
Yeah, just keep heading along this path.
Seems like they got the bare minimum in terms of facilities. Still, it does have that imposing look you expect from the military. The atmosphere doesn't seem especially tense. The building itself appears relatively new. Oh yeah, it was definitely built around 3 years ago. Bare minimum or not. It still looks kind of out of place here in the Highlands. Let's get a better look inside. Look in one of the boxes I was moving around. It's a shame just to toss it. Why don't you take it? Oh, we got another Red Moon Rose to read before the... I'm bored. You wouldn't have to be sad, would you? The one and only. Hey, you those students from Thor's are here in a feud study or something. What can I help you with? Actually, I came here to bring you something for the summer. Oh, something? Guilty of that, right? Jeez, tell me it is. He can't wait to get his hands on what we got. He must have really been looking forward to it. Haha. Nah. Yeah, you can say that. These presents are just about the only thing we have to look forward to out here. Thanks a bunch for bringing it. Oh, I've waited for this. Thanks again. Oh yeah, since you've come all this way out here, I'll show you the view from up top. Might be useful for that field study viewers. Alright, that sounds great. You sure we're allowed? Nah, no problem. Besides, General Zach said to do what we could to make your stay look good. Yeah, I'll show you the way. Well, thanks. That's a Republican Army space. That's the one. Yeah, it's not exactly a massive outpost. One thing, the bulk of our forces aren't made up of tanks, and tanks don't do too hot out here in the Highlands. It's true. They built a base here. It's like a staring match between two stubborn children. Jesus. Aha. Yeah, that's pretty small. Well, lately we've had airships from both armies cruising around here. We can't let our guard down too much. So if you ask me, the chance of anyone starting a war in a place like this is pretty near. Anyway, relax and enjoy the view while you're here. Regardless, chance like this will come along every day after all. Thanks for showing us the way. We're grateful for the opportunity. I'm glad to hear it. Would you mind giving this to Kilty when you get back to the settlement? Oh, what might this be? It's a little something for me for sharing things with us. How about if I couldn't at least try and give her something in return? I understand. I'm sure I'm placid alone for you. Thanks.
That's... It looks like a Calvard military base.
It is. This area kind of acts as a buffer zone between the two countries.
Nothing unusual on the Republican front. Oh, you must be the students. I'm sure there's plenty around here. I stay out of her way.
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, you must be the students I've been informed about. This is the Watchtower. We're the first line of defense for the border. More or less. Right up to the ramp, we'll be able to see the Republican Army base off in the distance. Worth taking a look at.
Let's go!
Alright. So, yeah.
Winds, give us your blessing.
It's my turn. Yeah, here.
All right, over there. Take this. Here we go.
Right. It's my turn. We should be safe now. Let's go.
They're all pretty good items.
Let's go.
Epona grass. There's a little bit of a link here. There's a link between the two games. Whoa! Gosh. That makes 5, I believe. Is that enough, guys? It is. Let's make our way back and hand them over to Amber. Get them back as soon as possible so we can help the horses. Agreed.
Let's go.
Oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to make sure we get all the chests up to this point. Which we have for the most part.
We have the advantage.
Here we go.
I can do this. It's my turn. Here.
Leave it to me. Go.
It's my turn. Yeah. It's my turn. Yeah.
It's my turn. Time is precious. We should hurry. Here we go.
Great towers. Lord of Marion. Rest in peace. Battle's over. But stay alert, everyone.
Oh. I had to go wrong. Oh.
Winds, give us your
It's my
blessing.
turn. I can do this. Fire!
Here we go.
It's my turn. Oh, we should be safe now.
Yeah, you.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Enemy sighted. Go. As you play.
I can do this. Fire!
It's my turn. They must winds must be.
Think. Let's see the battle. Island South.
Let's go!
Here we go.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here we are.
Let's go meet with the Lieutenant General.
Cafeteria session. Cafeteria session. Hey, taking a good look at my daughter. She's adorable, right? And boy, even thinks about trying to make a move on her, he'll have to answer to my fist. That gentleman in particular is really asking for it. I just look so happy whenever she invites him out. Our worst fears are true, and she really does have feelings for me. And you better not be freaking out the customers again. Anyway, gotta just not let it come out. Girl, got it? Took me down to the settlement a while back. It was so fun. Almost cooks the best food, and his little sisters are really cute too. He promised to take me back there again, but I have to figure out how to make a job. Dad, stop complaining about me going there. There may be many famous people within the military. Lieutenant General Vander our greatest age. His skill alone allows him to pull the most treacherous of situations, while ensuring that his men return. The man has an indomitable spirit. Of course, those of us within his division are required to undergo heavy training to be able to keep up. Oh, if it isn't our visitors from Thorwalls. Welcome to Syndicate, everyone. I see you've already gotten started with your fencing. How's that coming along? Well, it's taking some time to get used to the Highlands. Other than that, things are progressing fine. Fortunately, we have guys to guide us. The mere thought of trying to travel through the Highlands on foot is terrifying. Ah, that's the exact same thought we all had when we first came here. There's a lot of things that you can only learn in the vast area of this town. Try and make the most of each other. Hey, you wanted to do just that. One drawback of this place for military staff is that it's beyond peace. You have to constantly schedule various training sessions for our soldiers, otherwise they'll lose their edge. Plan on making them do a climbing marathon to the watchtower instead? Add some traps along the way to make things more intense. Yes, sir. Jack's here. Work for the military, we'll do any tactical fighting. So, General Bender, let's just take care of anything you guys want. So come to us for these are all. You get different master quartz through this. Yeah, that just reminds me. Checking. Yeah, that's right. Sales. Let's put emblem on here. Mirage is all max level. Pandora on. And mysteries. Veda. Shield on. Float on. You get 2 swords available. Actually, this is my major dial. Won't also somehow entering the operations from those 2 really are not so well the tree. That's those from the 3rd hour division. I'm used to it. You can picture the look of horror on the other face. Our division was stationed here about a year ago. We used to be stationed in Southern Province, which means we were stuck dealing with that incident. I preferred here by far. Much more peaceful. Still haven't gotten used to the cold. Okay, everyone, this is Lieutenant General Vanders. You have been granted permission to enter whenever you wish. I'll take care of that in the next one. For the time being, shall read Red Moon Rose, Chapter 6. Bloodstained Rose. The city of Heimdall was deathly silent. During the day, word had been spread throughout the populace from the Gerard team regarding the culprit behind the vampire murders. No specific details about the perpetrator instilled an even greater sense of fear into the people of the city, making them even more wary of stepping out of their homes at night. That the streets would be empty was an inevitability. Yet on one dark avenue in the city, a petite woman walked alone, as if to defy all that. She wore a plain, undecorated dress. From all appearances, belonged to the middle classes. She walked quite quickly, the sound of her shoes against the ground echoing loudly in the empty streets. Her arms were wrapped tightly around her chest, almost as if embracing herself, and she was hunched forward, clearly afraid of something. Of course, it was perfectly natural for her to be afraid, considering that the majority of the victims of the city serial murder were young women like herself. She looked around restlessly, carefully surveying her surroundings, signs of danger before disappearing down a dark alley. The faint moonlight illuminated her profile as she turned the corner and cast a long shadow behind her, which slowly and silently began to enlarge. Gradually, the silhouette ascended upwards, the inky depths taking in the shape of a man. It loomed behind her. The figure was swathed in all black. The top half of its face covered. The bottom half remained exposed, revealing a wicked green and sharp pointed fangs. It was a vampire, a creature of legend. It stood silently behind the woman, very much real despite its supposed mythological standing. The sable folds of its cloak swaddling its bottom slowly extended a pale hand. The fingers stretched forward, sharp pointed nails gently swept aside the woman's shoulder blade blood hair. The tips brushed the back of her neck almost aggressively. It's like Well, it seemed to sense that something was wrong. The prey was behaving ill. I hadn't expected the frail creature before to put up a science for resistance. She should have frozen at his touch, or given in to despair, having no choice but to just summon the inevitable, have her blood drained. But it fell from her said with defiance. In danger, this woman was no prey. Hunter had met Hunter. The creature tensed, ready to leap backwards. Too late. Realized another threat radiated from the other side. There was no avoiding it. The sound of paving stones crackling resounded in the still night. Its outstretched right arm was suddenly shredded by numerous sharp objects. The vampire let out an involuntary hiss of pain as a wave of silver blades arched through the air and flesh, one after another, but the attack wasn't over. The vampire sensed danger from below, too. The blades, which impaled from the ground into the ground, suddenly arced upward with alarming speed, as if retracing their path through the air. As the blades were about to sever its right arm from its body once and for all, it was able to jump out of their way. Clutching its mangled limb, the vampire edged further back to put a distance between itself and the woman. It watched balefully with narrowed eyes as a razor-sharp segment pierced the sword back over to the bladeless handle of the woman's hand, which she had drawn out. Connected by a sturdy steel wire, the segments interlocked one by one, eventually formed over a complete blade known as a Templar sword. Each one shaping the blood from its surface. Every last trace of the weakness she had shown earlier, and hurrying through the night was gone. She turned around finally, revealing the dignified, expressionless face that had laid on the other side of the sleek blonde curtain of hair. It was a vampire. Trying to lure me out, were you? The vampire sneered. Such cunning. Words were sharp, but the delivery felt somewhat tremulous on the rough cobblestones of the alley. You flatter me, he said. The Templar stood, still raised in her right hand. She put her left hand into her pocket and pulled out an unbelievably large caliber. Greater in size than those used in the army. She aimed it at the vampire's forehead. Without a moment's hesitation. The gunpowder flash. A single blessed silver bullet flew from the muzzle with merciless intent. Such was the force of the discharge that an ordinary person's shoulders would have been dislocated. The rose didn't so much as twitch. The vampire moved with liquid speed, dodging the projectile just in time and slipping behind Rose. Not the slightest perturbed by its change in direction, Rose moved as well and kept the pistol focused on the creature, tracking the vampires every moment. You're quite adept at fleeing, if nothing else, she said. Would you prefer I did something like this? As it spoke, it fluttered back the garments of his direction. They began to expand before stretching to impossible size. 4 eyes. Awful moans echoed in the dark depths. Rose watched with eyes as a number of ghouls crawled out from within, as if emerging from within. 5, 6, 7. Eventually, she counted them all. It hadn't been 24 hours since their previous battle. The vampire couldn't possibly have attacked that many people in that time. Rose's mouth tightened. I see. And here we believe the reporter's murders to be the only victims. That wasn't the case at all. We were abducting others who had no living relatives in us. They were gone and keeping them locked up so they were country. Precisely. Vampire hunter on the roof. I had to make sure I had something. I'd rather not address the risk of doing it permanently, you see. The very thought makes me physically ill, Rose replied quietly. Visit me with a vicious yank. Until the dress she'd worn as a disguise for her mother. Underneath it, sturdy leather clothes designed with mobility not revealed. Attached to them were numerous belts holding large guns, knives, and other anti-vampire weaponry in place. It was clear at a glance that she was well prepared for them. The side of Rose's arsenal proved sickly small from the vampire. Go forward, my minions. With the raise of his pallid hand, the ghouls leaped forward. Where are you, Rose? Alphonse tried between pants as he ran back from the crest, desperately searching for her. Try as he might, he could find no sign of the blonde woman. Even his fellow soldiers patrolling the streets and seeing nothing. Alphonse had a very specific reason to save his case, and he didn't intend to lose his opportunity to put the past behind him. It was what led him to propose that he and Rose work together, a proposal which she had accepted. Yeah, this was one. Oh, Empire. All on her own. It was too risky even for her. His mind was full of worry for her, and his spirit conjured forth the image of his parents' dead bodies. Never again. He never wanted to see a sight like that again. Wishing over and over again Rose was still alright, he raced on. Now, it was then that he heard a sound that caught his attention. The clash of battle. As soon as the noise reached his ears, he quickly surveyed his source. Source seemed to be in an alleyway nearby. Not a thought spared. For his own safety, he charged into the alleyway. There, an unbelievable sight. Two ghouls lunged at him, shooting her Templar sword in its scabbard. Rose drew a second large pistol from his fist. The ghouls swung their fists, dragging nails towards her with inhuman power. She dodged them gracefully. As she spun out of her range, she aimed one pistol at each ghoul's forehead and pulled the trigger simultaneously. Flesh and bone were obliterated instantly. The sheer force of the blast sent the nail remains somersaulting backwards through the air. The move left Rose slightly in balance, and if seeking to take advantage of it. 3 more ghouls flew at her from outside her, to be able to finish her. The sound of her movement was enough to alert her, however. Without even turning to face him, she sent 2 more bullets through the heads of the 2 ghouls charging her from the sides. The third ghoul's mouth distended, seeking to crush Rose's skull with its teeth. She danced out of reach, holstering her pistols. Fluidly, she then flipped back through the air, around her Templar sword at the same time and slicing the lower half of the ghoul's body from the upper half of the swift strike. She landed gracefully and kicked the ghoul she was cut in half out of the way without even waiting for his body. 2 more ghouls approached from the fringes. Without waiting for them to draw closer to the sun, she swung her blade horizontally through the air. It split into pieces and countless segmented parts pierced the ghoul's neck. Their heads dropped to the ground like fruit falling from the tree. 7 of the ghouls incapacitated in what seemed like an instant. Rose turned her attention to the finally green vampire and the remaining 3 ghouls moved. She drew the 2 pistols from around her waist a second time and sprinted towards them, showering them with the remaining 11 bullets. The vampire evaded the projectiles by using the remaining ghouls as shields. Out of bullets, Rose drew her Templar blade and swung it in the direction of the vampire's neck in one fluid motion, seeking to decapitate it. Next instant, the high-pitched screed of metal against metal filled the air. The vampire had drawn its own blade on the side of the black garments. It met Rose's blade in midair. The 2 swords locked against each other, filling the air with sparks and leaving them in a stalemate reminiscent of the previous night's battle. I'm impressed about how phased you seem fighting against these ghouls, the vampire said. Teeth bared. It's like, I would have expected a human to at least hesitate when being forced to fight. They ceased to be my kind the moment you drank their blood. They're nothing but soulless puppets. Why should I hesitate against them? Creature inclined it, and almost respectfully at that. Yeah, it certainly seemed like a vampire. Sound of metal against metal continued to reverberate throughout the air. Drinking the blood of the ghouls had allowed the vampire to become even stronger than previously. Once crippled the right arm had already healed and regained its origins. And so, Rose met it without any sign of strain, her strength matching that of the fellow creature before her. Rah! Loud roar cries split the air, startling both combatants. The 3rd figure suddenly burst into the scene. The charging figure was dressed in an army uniform and brandished a silver sword. It was Alphonse, catching the vampire off guard. He slashed at its side. Having no experience with the weapon itself, it was a shallow attack, and the damage it did far from lethal. It was enough to break the stalemate. Seizing the opening, Rose forcefully knocked the vampire's sword out of the way. In one flowing motion, slashed horizontally from his exposed chest to its left arm. Crimson gout of blood arced from the wound, splashing the cobblestones. Something also sheared off from within the vampire's garments and flew into the air. The vampire clutched his chest in pain. It was clear that the attack had only increased it. Seeing that once again the creature's preternatural speed had saved it from mortal injury. Eyes darting from one to the other, it backed away in audible. Looks like the odds are stacked against me. I will retreat from today, it said. Its outline growing dim before it turned to mist and vanished in the darkness. After a moment of heavy silence, Alphonse sheathed his sword, staying at the spot where the vampire had previously been. Got away again. I look at him. Let's let out a sound. Why did you come? In the coldness of her voice, Alphonse lost his composure. Of course I came. Or do you think you'd try to fight him on your own? It's too dangerous to take him out without help. Dangerous? For me? No, has to leap beneath that. The face of the mask is blood as ever, not a tone of drop. I'm sure it's a downright collision. The cooling effect on Alphonse's ear. He took a half step back and looked at her from top to bottom. Illuminated by the light of the moon, you could see that she was covered in gore. He released her shoulders and stared down at his 2 hands, at his own hands. They too were now wet with blood from touching her. And yet, there was not so much of a scratch on her whole body. The filth covering her entirely belonged to the ghoul she had defeated. I am a vampire hunter, and this is not the first vampire I've hunted. I killed more of them than you could possibly imagine. Alphonse couldn't deny what she was saying. He had seen for himself the skill and grace. She had universally slain all those ghouls, moved by the fact that they were once heroes. She had been an artist in battle and the sword of him. What he had witnessed was beyond comprehension. So it'll be true monsters rather than human beings. That was why he could do nothing but stand and watch them first, unable to intervene. He was lost for words. Broke the silence with a short question. Al, I have no further need of your assistance. I suggest you forget all this and return to your ordinary life. She then gave a respectful courtesy, just like the one she had when Okay. Alrighty then. Well, I will bid you guys adieu and wish you a